Hey everybody, I'm going to kind of go over how I'm doing my sprouts and kind of give you an idea and kind of explain something that I've seen from the professional systems. My audio might be a little bit different right now. I kind of misplaced my microphone, so going to have to bear with me on this. I'll try to talk close to it. Alright, so here's my system. I went to Walmart and got these trays. They're shoebox trays, about $1 a piece. I should have got the lids, but I didn't think about it at the time. And I drilled holes. You want to make sure you're drilling the hole to where it's small enough that nothing's going to go down into it. Basically, this is 4 days. I don't have as much growth as I want out of it, but I mean, it's still doing what it's supposed to do. I might give it an extra day just to see what goes on. This is 2 days. And this is what I'm about to start. I do one of these trays every other day. And I am using just an old tin can. And I put 3 cups in both of these. I put like 2 in this one. Just to give you a little bit of a comparison. This one is a little bit taller. Let's see if I can put this in here. Roughly about like that deep. Okay, so I can't really tell. Anyways, there is quite a bit of expansion from one tray to the next after it's soaked up all that water. And you could do this with 4 trays if you're doing it like me, one every other day. And you want to have one where you don't have any holes in it. So that's basically where I soak at. Basically, what I'll do is I'll put this in here. Get my water bucket and I'll just fill this up. You want to make sure you get plenty of water in there because it's going to absorb a lot of it. Okay, now these other 2 trays, I'll want to rinse them out, but before I rinse them out, they say you should swap them out into a new container. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. That way you let that dry out and prevent mold from growing in there, so you don't want that, of course. And I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do this, maybe doing it over here and then like putting another bucket on top somehow. But doing that so I can just do one rinse out and all the water can flow into this 5-gallon bucket, and it makes it quick and simple. And then take this bucket and go throw it in the garden. The professional fodder systems, I guess before I do that, or I've been doing it with a tray. Basically I put a piece of wood in there, hold it up and moist that down, and of course it all drips down into this, and then I dump that into my bucket. Okay, the other way to do it, or the professional fodder systems work, they're kind of like one of those kind of like a little metal building, I guess, and they have these all lined up. Farmer puts sprouts, or the seeds, on one end building, and on the other end they're pulling out a tray that's got the grass, the sprouted grains, you know. So basically, if I line this up right, you can put them in a system, and you know, you just keep pushing the system that way, and they have little misters, and they probably have these little trays where they have some kind of a hole on the bottom, so all the excess water, of course, would drain out and probably into some kind of a catch pan, which then recycles it back into through the system. Pretty cool idea. You could probably make do with some kind of a soaker hoses and fountain pump to make your own system like that. And I'll play around with it and I'll give you guys a video. But for right now, I'm just doing it this way. But one video that I watched over at foddersolutions.org, they actually do show farmers growing this stuff and feeding it to their horses and their cattle and all that kind of stuff. So pretty big in Australia, where they've had a lot of droughts and stuff like that. They can grow fresh greens right there and give it to their livestock. So some pretty big systems. Anyways, hope that gives you an idea. Till next time.